Good morning, my sweet crafty friends. It's Monique with Grace and Tattered Lace. Today we are doing day 15 of the 25-day Christmas tag challenge. We're going to use some cardboard, some paper straws from Dollar Tree, another part of that printable from Summer over at Hammond's Nest, and some ticking fabric that came from Walmart. Now, a lot of you guys ask me a lot of times how big the tag is, so I went ahead and measured it for you there, and I don't know if you saw it or not, but it was 13 inches by 8 inches. It's a little big today. I used my Dixie Belle chalk paint in the color of drop cloth and just painted the outside border of the cardboard because we're going to use a piece of cardstock. I call it cardstock. It's scrapbook paper that came from Hobby Lobby. After my paint was dry on the cardboard, I applied some Mod Podge to the back of that paper, and now we're just attaching it to the cardboard. I like to use a little something to make sure all the air bubbles are out. It's just a little crafting tool. It's probably for a Cricut that came from Dollar Tree. Now, because I'm using cardboard, well, almost always, I like to use my heat tool before I use my iron to set my Mod Podge pieces. So I use my cardboard or my heat tool, and then I used parchment paper and my iron with no steam to set that on. Now, there was all of those amazing printables that came from Summer over at Hammond's Nest, and I this time printed it on regular paper because I have many of you asking if you can use regular paper. So here's the regular paper. Painted the back of the paper with some of that drop cloth paint as well as the front of that cardboard. I then applied some clear wax to that paper just to help with any potential bleeding. Then I used Mod Podge to attach it to the cardboard. And now you can see I just went around the edges of my tag, the big tag, with some dark wax, and as well as the little Candy Cane Company badge, tag, whatever you want to call it, label that we're going to put on a lot of words of tag today. By the way, I forgot to tell you that when I put that clear wax on that little Candy Cane Company, I did apply that also to the big tag. A nice big clear coat over the whole entire thing just to give it a protective layer. I don't like Mod Podge on the outside of that. I then took the straws, glued the 3 of them together, and applied that ticking fabric and just twisted it around until it was attached to all of them, putting a little bit of hot glue in between each time I turned it around. And look at how cute those little vintagey looking candy canes turned out, you guys. I took some red cheesecloth that I just got at Hobby Lobby, guys. It's on the aisle where you find like your dish towels and things like that in the Christmas section. Go grab some because it'll be gone fast. I'm not sure that it's called cheesecloth there. It might be called tablescape. Comes in green too, so make sure you grab that green also. Anyway, now what I did was I took 2 layers of that red cheesecloth, put them together, and just tied them like you tie a shoe bow. Give you a nice little fluffy little bow. Now I'm just attaching some greenery, just a variety of different pieces of greenery, just to give this a finished look. We'll top it off with that little red bow, and then we'll attach the little Candy Cane Company tag that we did. Look at how awesome that looks, you guys. I think it looks amazing. Now this tag, I didn't cut the little corners off of it. It's just meant to be like a little straight square, rectangle shaped tag this time. I felt like it needed something, but it was a little bit too small to use my nail brads. So I went ahead and used some rusty nails to just kind of give it a little bit of extra something there at the bottom. Used my hole punch, punched in a hole, and then I'm going to attach some of that red ticking for my hanger. And look at how awesome that turned out, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Love y'all.